السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته يا إخوان وأخوات في دين الإسلام. كيف حالك؟ كل شيء بخير الحمد لله. الآن أنا في البيت وأنا أخرج إلى البيت. Inshallah, I wanted to talk to you guys today. Just give a little short reminder about having sabr. We got to remember that everybody got to start from somewhere. And as new Muslims, sometimes it gets kind of hard because people that have been Muslim a little longer expect perfection from the new Muslims right at the beginning of their Islam. You have to give the new Muslim a chance to build and increase their iman, and give them a chance to, get closer to Allah, so that abstaining from haram is easy, inshallah ta'ala. Just think about yourself when you were a new Muslim. Some of us, they just quit everything, stop doing everything instantly and easy, but some brothers and sisters, it might not be that easy for so um, um, especially in America, where we live, where it's just 24/7 fitna. There's no escaping the fitna. You walk outside the house, fitna. You walk in the house, fitna. You got to deal with fitna 24/7. So it's very, very hard, in the jihad of the nafs, it's very hard to fight against yourself. So you have to remember these things, because even if you're practicing your Islam and you're on top of it, you have to remember that you wasn't always like that, because you have to grow, in order to become a better Muslim day by day. It doesn't just happen overnight. So with that in mind, just think about how long it took for you to stop listening to music, or how long it took for you to stop just engaging in things that weren't Islamic, and just think about that before you go around pointing the blame or pointing the finger at other Muslims, because it might discourage them. The sister might come to the masjid, she might have her hijab on, but a little bit of her hair might be showing, and the sisters might make her feel unwelcome, or they might not use hikmah in the way that they bring it to her attention, and then she might not come to the masjid again. You know what I mean? Or same thing with people that wasn't. Same thing with people that was brought up in the religion, but they wasn't like strict. Their parents weren't strict on them, or didn't teach them much, So now they come to the masjid and they do something that's not correct. You have to have hikmah in the way you present it to them, because you might deter that person from coming to the masjid, So everybody have different temperaments and different ways of dealing with things and different understandings, and different perceptions. So you have to also keep that in mind, and not come across as arrogant, or and you have to have the correct intention too, first and foremost, when you're trying to help somebody or when you're trying to instruct somebody. And we also should be leading by example and not by too many words. We could use the words, but if we're not living by them words, it's even harder for somebody to accept, what you're trying to push if you ain't pushing it by your actions. So, inshallah ta'ala, Allah give us the tawfiq and the ability to encourage, our Muslim brothers and sisters, and to not discourage them, and to also, not be too lenient, but not be too hard on them as well, because in the long run, all we want to do is keep Islam with the best image, and teach people about Islam the correct way, and to spread this deen, and to make sure that people is practicing it like the Sahabas and the rightly guided caliphs, and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, may everybody just stay on top of it, man, and we be united as Muslims, and we follow this deen the correct way, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.